I'm here today to talk to you about a parking project in North Miami. The address is 123rd Street Northeast between 1600 and 1700 block. What is going on in that street, you might be asking? Well, Johnson & Wales University is expanding. Through their expansion, they have a lot more students attending their university, which means they need more parking. They have a parking lot there. They just renovated that parking lot. They made a nice sidewalk, and they took away some of the parking that we used to park there on the grassy area, which is now a sidewalk. So what is the city going to do? They're going to go ahead and stripe the street. And why am I here today? I'm here today to talk to you about 3 separate scenarios, one of which I think is the best one for our street. Currently, that street that I spoke to you about earlier, 123rd Street Northeast between 1600 and 1700 block, it is a 2-way street, and there is parallel parking. There's not enough parking spaces right now. There was much more parking spaces before when we were parking on the grassy land, which was owned by Johnson & Wales University. What do I project? I think we should have a 1-way street because it's going to be less traffic. And I'm suggesting angle parking because there's going to be more parking. The customers that are coming to shop at the stores that are there, they need to park. If there's no parking, there's no customers, which means there's going to be no business. And that's not good. These are mom and pop shops. They need to survive. So I'm going to talk to you about the 3 scenarios, one of which is my favorite, scenario number 2. But let's first talk about scenario number 1. What are the pros and cons? Pros, it's a 2-way street. And the con, it's not enough parking spaces for business. Customers cannot park, creating a loss in business. We don't want the businesses to close down. So let's try to fix that scenario. Scenario number 2 is my favorite. It's angle parking. And it's going westward on a 1-way street. We don't want a lot of traffic there. Currently, there is a lot of traffic because it's a 2-way street. Let's try to keep it a 1-way street. And let me show you through my diagram the pros and cons. The pros, we have angle parking. Angle parking means that we're going to have a lot more parking. We have the traffic going westbound. This is the safest way of traffic on that street. Okay? One of the cons that we have, drivers can only enter through the 123rd Street block and 1700 block. Okay, it's a 1-way street. This is the best scenario. Now, situation number 3, we have the pros, which is also angle parking that's favorable for that street, and also a 1-way street. However, it is not the best situation because if you look at my diagram, here we have the angle parking and we are driving eastbound. On 1700 Street, you cannot turn to the left, meaning you cannot go onto Biscayne Boulevard. And that is a street that pretty much all the locals and all the traffic, they want to get onto. So here, the pro, angle parking. The con, we want to avoid those accidents that can occur through going eastbound on that street. So the best scenario is really situation number 2, which is angle parking. We definitely want angle parking. We need parking. And we want a 1-way street. We want to go opposite of the direction of that no turn to the left sign. This is the safest scenario, and we're going to have a lot of parking for those stores. So that is my suggestion to you, and I hope you agree with me because we want to keep the neighborhood safe. We want to keep those stores alive, growing, and active. And this is a great parking project. So please agree with me in my scenario that scenario number 2 is the best one for you and for me. Let's get North Miami Beach to survive with their parking scenario. Thank you.